Saving your first $10,000 isn't about a hidden trick you read online, and it isn't a race you win overnight. It's about building a simple, repeatable system that moves money before you notice it and keeps it growing without drama. In this video, you'll get a practical blueprint you can start today, not a theory or a vibe. It blends concrete budgeting steps, a realistic plan to raise income, and a straightforward investing habit you can maintain month after month. Set a clear target date and a real reason behind the 10,000, and write them down somewhere you will see daily. Your why will pull you through temptations and show you what you're protecting when progress slows. We'll break the plan into 3 parts: control your cash, grow your income, and invest what you save, with small checks that keep each part aligned with the others. This structure helps you move from tightening belts to building capital with confidence. Part 1 is control your cash, because without less waste, every month you're fighting a losing battle. When money slides through your fingers, even a good salary won't feel like freedom. Start with a zero-based budget where every dollar has a job, including savings, debt payments, and fun money, so nothing is left unassigned. It may feel strict, but it stops money from wandering and creates a real picture of your choices. Track every expense for 2 weeks to reveal where your money leaks, from small subscriptions to daily snacks that add up faster than you expect. The goal is to identify at least 3 leaks you can close this month. From there, cut the biggest leaks first, usually dining out, recurring charges you don't use, and impulse buys that feel harmless in the moment but cost you over time. Start with a 20% reduction plan for each area and track the impact on your monthly savings. If you still crave a treat, replace it with a cheaper alternative that gives you the same mood boost. Create 2 savings buckets, essentials and goals, so you're not squeezing your life while chasing a number, and you can still fund small joys without guilt. Essentials cover your basics for the month, while goals hold money for the 10,000 and for future opportunities. Automate every transfer by setting up a monthly move from checking to a dedicated 10K savings account, then forget it and watch the balance grow passively as you live your life. This removes the decision fatigue that wrecks plans in the first week and helps you stay committed long enough for real results. Make the transfer invisible to yourself by removing it from your daily accounting, so you won't miss or sabotage it with a late impulse purchase, and you can lead with habit instead of guilt. Over time, you'll forget it's there, and the balance will feel like your new financial floor. Next is growing your income, because saving more is much easier when your earnings are rising and you're not stuck at a ceiling you can't break through, especially during busy seasons. This part is about making growth feel manageable and repeatable. Look for small, repeatable ways to earn more that fit your life, like a weekend freelance project, teaching a skill you already have, or selling items you no longer need to clean up space and raise cash. Choose one path you can sustain for at least 3 months. Pick 1 or 2 options and commit for 90 days, because consistency compounds, while bursts of effort tend to fade without a clear rhythm. Schedule a weekly check-in to measure progress and adjust your plan if needed. If you miss a week, don't quit. Refocus on small wins and keep going. Negotiating a raise at your current job or switching to a higher-paying role is a practical move when you can demonstrate your impact and plan for continued growth. Prepare a short case showing the outcomes you've delivered and the value you bring, then practice your pitch until it feels natural. If a raise isn't possible, explore new roles or freelance opportunities that pay more for similar work. Even small shifts matter. If you add $200 a month from a side gig or a higher hourly rate, that amount can compound into thousands over a year. Track how those extra dollars are working for you, especially when you invest them rather than spending them on temporary pleasures. Finally, invest what you save, and the moment you reach 10,000, start with a simple, low-cost portfolio that isn't trying to impress anyone with flashy tactics. The goal is to keep it simple and sustainable so you won't abandon the plan at the first sign of market noise. Use a simple rule to start, aiming roughly 70% of your investments in a broad stock fund and around 30% in safer assets for balance. As you learn, you can adjust this mix based on how comfortable you are with risk and how long you plan to leave money invested. Don't try to time the market. Dollar cost averaging every month reduces risk and builds a steady habit you can keep through good times and bad. Automate the process so you don't miss a month, because consistency beats clever timing that often fails. Open an account with a low-fee broker and choose funds with low expense ratios, because fees steal your long-term growth more than you expect. Compare options, read the annual percentage cost, and pick a simple combination you won't outgrow in a few years. Make it automatic and set a quarterly rebalance if values drift enough to matter, so you stay aligned with your target risk level without constant tinkering. That also keeps you from chasing hot new fun stories that can derail a patient plan. Let's run a straightforward example. If your take-home pay is about $3,000 each month and you aim for $10,000 in about 18 months, you'll need a clear saving pace. Put differently, you're aiming to save roughly 28% of every paycheck, adjusted for taxes and necessary expenses, while you maintain a reasonable lifestyle. That requirement translates to roughly $500 to $600 saved each month, depending on taxes, bonuses, and whether you're able to cut a few non-essential costs. If you have an irregular income or debt, you can build a calendar where you save the moment money arrives and delay non-essential spending. If your current earnings are lower, you can still win by focusing on small, repeatable gains, staying patient, and letting those gains accumulate toward your goal. Stay curious about better-paying tasks, gradually increase your hours, and reinvest every surplus until the target feels less distant. Take action today and use this plan as your starting map, then share your progress in the comments so others can learn from your path. If you found it helpful, like this video, subscribe for more practical money habits, and leave a comment with your plan to reach 10,000.